Hello everyone and welcome back to Out of Order. I'm your host JC. So I'm having a little issue with trying to get this thing going straight, and when I do, it kind of, like, if I pull these blocks up, you'll see that it dips down. Um, and then it has a real problem climbing back up the hill. So we're going to return this to inventory. We're going to sell this if we can make enough money. Let's see. Oh yeah, we'll have enough money from that. Okay, so we're going to sell that one. I'm going to sell a little bit of pay dirt that I picked up, and then we're going to pick up the L2335 because it's a much better machine and it's just going to help us out. So let's put this down here, go to this. Of course, I'm going to have a heck of a time putting it down because it's so big. Let's see, right about there maybe. Go back into inventory, put this back. It's our ramps that we're using. Alright, so this thing is quite the little beast. It'll be picking up more. It's got better power. As you'll see here in a second, we're going to go ahead and we don't want to refuel right now. Let's just go ahead and lower this thing down and get a good scoop out of there. As you can see, it's still kind of going straight semi, but it climbs up the hill way better than the other did. I was doing like a mile or two per mile per hour coming up that hill. Let's just go ahead and fuel up now. Alright, there we go. And we'll just continue going down here. I tried going sideways on this thing to make this work, and I think it'll work. I just have to straighten it up better. Go like this, lower it down. That's a good scoop. Now if we can just turn, there we go. Still got a full scoop. We're gonna miss it? No, we're not gonna miss it. That's a bummer. Because now I'm stuck. No, okay, got it. Yep, I need just a little more room to do that. That's alright though, we'll get this working. I may have to go with my previous setup though of having like 4 hoppers sitting there to make it all work for fitting purposes. But we're just gonna get the rest of this real quick. Oh, jumpy. Went down too far. Let's see, back this up a little bit. Come over this way. And then we'll lower it down. I gotta scoop it in a little bit. Alright. Stop right there. Lower it down. That should be pretty good. Yeah, this will work, I think. I mean, it's only 4 going up, but as soon as we get flat and we have a little flat spot at the bottom, to where we're coming back up, it'll make it so much easier. Because once you have momentum, this thing will keep it. The other one wouldn't. Man, this thing is big. Hope that's all going in there. Line it up straight. Let's see, we want this ramp to go down. I'm not quite sure how many blocks we should go down. I think this is one section right here of ramp, so it's like 4 long. I might have put some of the bigger ones back in there. I'd have to actually count it to find out. I do have to remember this thing is really big though, so I gotta be careful where I put my bucket so it doesn't dump off the backside and make a big mess. Alright, so we come over here. This is the first ramp down, so 2, 3, 4. It's right there. So we've gotten 2 more into there. So we can go and grab this one and run across here real quick and put all these in. And this will be exactly two blocks down, basically. There we go. We'll have to come back and finish the other corner because I'm not going to dig all that by hand. But that is the consistency of 2 working blocks down. This thing will probably go, let's see, it'll go 4 or 5 blocks tall, I think. see, we're like that. Let's go ahead and grab this 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it'll go 5 blocks tall, so that'll work. We'll keep going another round or 2 down. I like these full scoops like this. Oh, so much better. And they're big too. Yum, yum. Let's get some ore. So we'll just continue down this and see what we can do here. I'm not quite sure how wide I want to have it yet. I'm thinking probably 6 blocks wide, and we'll use this right side right here as the straight line to go with. Obviously we'll dig off to the left a little bit to get as much of that iron and gold and lithium and stuff as possible. But I think that's probably the best bet for getting the most out of it. I'm hoping that we go down just a little ways and we run into some solid rock right away, but I'm not guaranteeing it, so I gotta keep that in mind, that it's not a guarantee we're gonna run into it. Let's see, stop there, adjust this to about there, and run it forward. Come on, big boy, you can do it. Like I said, this thing is a beast. I love it. Until, of course, I get off track because I'm not paying attention. But still, even with that, I'm still coming up with like almost a full bucket. Not overloaded, but almost a full bucket. And yeah, it's working fine. Once we get the mine going down, it'll be a whole lot easier. Let's go ahead and come over here and get some of this. Back it up, back it up. Let's go. There we go. See that? 8 miles an hour. The most I had coming up before was 2 miles an hour on the other one. Oh yeah, we're just gonna start piling material in there now. As long as we can keep this thing going fast. Didn't bounce off quite as well this time, but that's okay. We'll just keep going like this and see if we can get this ramp down to where we want it to be. Like I said, I'm hoping that we don't have to go too far to run into solid rock and gravel. Well, solid rock that we can make into gravel. So how was everybody's weekend? This is going to be like midweek. It's going to come out, I think, Wednesday. Yeah, it's going to come out on Wednesday. I did a bunch of episodes for Gold Mining Simulator, so I'm going to be working on this for a few days now. Hopefully get quite a few episodes of this out. You know, us YouTubers or people who do videos usually record, you know, a couple days in advance and then schedule them to be released, because we can't always be at the computer every single day, all day long. You know, we have real jobs and other stuff to go do. Hope you guys enjoy this. Like I said, we put some work into making this possible. I mean, we don't have much money right now, but we should make a good amount of money with as much material as we're pushing through. And I may have to switch to a 10 input. I mean, probably not, because as we get further away, it's going to take longer to come back up here, so we should be able to run through the material pretty quick. If I were to go look right now, it's probably not that much in there. But as you see, we just keep going. Once we get to right there, we'll lift it up a little bit, so we can try to keep as much of that as possible. Have that bucket as level as possible when we're coming up the hill. You don't want to go too high up because then you have a chance of tipping the machine over, but you don't want to be too low because then you have a chance of losing all your material, or a big chunk of your material. So let's just go over here, do another scoop from here now. Let's get this straight, get her lined up. Come down. As soon as we clear out, we'll lift it up. Come on, come on. Climb out of there. We go. I see what the issue is. I made too much of a ledge there. Okay. So it's time to put in some more concrete blocks. Yeah, I did spend some money on concrete. I have not tapped into our oil reserves yet, though. It's still sitting over there collecting and making more. Hopefully I don't have to. I really don't want to. Unless we're using it for making the plastics, which I need to set up at some point, too. I'm thinking what about doing for that is I'm just going to make like a stair step down and make like a little platform down here to put the smelters on, or have the stairs come down this way and put the platforms out here. We'll see what happens. I still haven't fully decided yet. See how dirty it is already? Look at that. We've only had it for like, what, 10 scoops? Come on, big boy, you can walk up out of there. You got all the power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the concrete in, and then I'm going to set up a high run. Scoop a little bit off the top if I can. Or maybe I'll finish smoothing that out and then I'll do that. That way we don't dump it all back on the ground. Alright, so that's that. Let me get one more from this left side over here. There we go. That should be able to do quite a bit down that way. Maybe get one more from the middle right there. And then we'll put concrete in, make it easier for ourselves. Alrighty here, last scoop, and then we can do some flooring work. There we go. How far down do you think we guys should go? I mean, I can keep going until we hit some sort of solid rock or copper or something, some other type of vein. I think if we keep going down, it's gonna turn into solid rock. I don't know if we'll run into copper this way, but we'll get copper off of a froth floater anyway, so that's fine. Alright, so we got that set. Let's go lay some bricks down and see how much further we can go. Alright, so we need to put in a couple of these ones here to finish this off. So, alright, then we switch over to this one. Go there. Put that down there. Get rid of that. Go to this. Okay, get rid of this. And then we can... Alright, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wide. That's way too wide. We're going to probably... As soon as we get past this iron vein, we're definitely going to shorten it down. I just need to know... How wide do you guys think we should take it? I'm thinking 6 or 8. I think 11's too much. We would be mining consistently a lot of material. I mean, that is the point, but I mean, if we're trying to go down, we want to not go as wide as we have to, because at some point we should probably do some blocking in here too, to where it oops. So like the roofs don't cave in. I mean, they don't have cave-ins yet, but I'm guessing at some point they probably will. Just from things that I've heard and seen, it just makes sense to have them. Alright, so we're gonna have to go here, here, knock that one out, put this one in, knock that one out, put this one in. Alright, yeah, I dug a little too deep, it's fine. This'll, so this is the start of the 4th row down. I'm actually kind of surprised we haven't hit solid rock already. Because I mean, I know we're only the equivalent of 4 blocks down, but it's right on an iron vein, and it's in this middle of a mountain here, so it shouldn't be as far to reach it as possible as it, you know. So this is number 4. I'm gonna go ahead and start number 5 here. That was screwed up. Let's see. How can we fit? Let's see. 6. Grab that. I believe we actually need to be over here for this. There we go. Grab this. Knock that out. Put some more in. 8, 9, 10, 11. Switch to the next one. But as you can see, to make a ramp this wide, it's taken us 55 blocks to go down this far. And that's not entirely accurate because, I mean, I'm not going to use every single one of them. I mean, haven't put every single one of them in yet, but it's getting there. Alright, so I will knock this out because it's only a couple little bit left here, just to make sure I get the last one in. And then I'll have a couple more to do on that side. But as you can see, we got quite a nice little ramp going here now. Take this, come over here, get rid of all of this, consume. The machine's already caught up, so now we're going to make it work. Trying to get a bunch more material. Now on this one here, I'm going to go a little bit higher and try to get a big chunk of that up at the top off there, so that we have plenty of room underneath of us, or above us as we go down. I don't want to be struggling down at the bottom. So I'm probably going to have it at least this high, if not higher, above us. I want a tall tunnel, not a small one. But when we get down there, I actually might keep it 11 wide so I can put like a rampway coming up here till I have like a chute hopper or something to dump into there. I'm not sure yet. I gotta look at that one. Depends on how far down we have to go. If it's not much further and then we can come back up, I'll probably just leave it the way it is. But if we have to go down like the equivalent of like another 50 blocks further, it would just be way too slow to mine. This thing would, even as big as this machine is, it would be sitting here idle for half the time. And we want to keep our wash plant working, so. Probably going to be doing some exploring, I think, here in the next couple episodes, too, to see what else is around. We're going to rent, or not rent, but we're going to purchase excavator and a drill, and kind of go around and see what we can find. See how deep the ore pockets are and stuff. Like, I know we have iron and coal close to us, but let's see if we can find something else. And see if it's how rich it is. I mean, if it's 5 meters deep and that's it, who cares? Look at that. Yeah, we're going to get all that out of there. It's working well. A little slow coming up the hill, but that's okay. It's way faster than the other one. I almost didn't purchase the other one to begin with, but I wanted to let you guys see different aspects of different things and why I'm saying the things I say. Like, that machine is nice, but it's not this. And this is a beast. Like, we could put GPS in these things, but again, why? You have concrete right here. level the thing out just by going like this. So look at that, level. Go straight. Scoop it up, and you have a perfect ramp waist. I mean, it goes up a little bit. You have to adjust here and there, but that's just because I was trying to do it fast. You don't really need to have a GPS. Although working on a ramp, it may not be a bad idea to get one. To each their own. So we've been mining for what, 20 minutes so far? I think I just hit solid rock too, by the way. I'm pretty sure this is solid rock. It's either solid rock or copper, but I think solid rock. Blasted rock, there we go. So now we need to start figuring out if we want to make how we're going to separate, because we'll have to revamp the entire plant again. Or have it change course where the blasted rock comes off and everything else goes forward. I have to think about that one for a minute, since we just revamped this thing before. And I made quite the mess doing it too. Oh man, it sucked. So I'm not quite sure why, but these front loaders here are digging into solid rock lately. Me and my friend Jekyll, we started at just play for having fun, no recordings, on Iron Pit Mine, and these things were digging into solid rock with no problems. We weren't doing any blasting at all. So I'm not quite sure if they changed that, like this machine will do it now, or what. But as you see, if I come down here, it still digs into that, and it's supposed to be solid rock. If I were to turn the machine off, dump this, it's going to be either solid rock or blasted rock, one of the two. In fact, let's check that. Let's get this up here, get it ready to dump, let all that material run through. Alright, so about there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's run around over here real quick. How much more you got? Let's just hit return. Is there solid? It's blasted, okay. I don't even have to check now, it's blasted. But we're also getting a bunch of other stuff too, so... What to do? Should we level off here? Make it start going back? I think right now we're hitting just the top of it. It would be nice to maybe go one more depth deeper, have it 5 deep, and then going across. I'm going to try to clean up the rest of this stuff real quick, and then I'll make a decision on what I'm going to do. Because we're coming up on like, what, 25 minutes already? Might make this for a decision for the next episode. Lower down, come on out, let's go. There we go. So yeah, it's solid rock across there. I don't know if it's going to be just this corner, because I see dirt up there too. Should we put a couple things of ANFO in there and blast it out? Just to make it a little easier to dig? Nah, I'm just going to dig into it. This thing's beastly enough. ANFO is your friend for blasting, though. That and dynamite and, what is it, RDX or something, I think this was called. Dramite, not so much. It just deletes material, so unless you're trying to delete the material, don't use Dramite. wonder if I can attach concrete blocks to wood. Because I think what I did for that was I attached it to a wood structure block. Alright, down, 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 right about there. Yeah, it's not wanting to dig as deep as it was before. So we will have to blast that out, I guess. That's fine. I'm gonna come in here and get the scoops off the top first. Like I said, I don't want to make myself a real shallow tunnel. I want it to be a deeper, wide, higher, I guess. So let's get those few scoops off the top, and then we'll see what we made today. Gonna have a bunch of blasted rock on there. I mean, I could make just a separate plant off here to the side or something that runs off of its own power source and have it just for making gravel. Have like half of it switch into gravel, half of it switch in through the froth floater, so we can make our own concrete if we want. I don't know, have to look at that one too. Because it wouldn't be too hard to dig that ground next to the fuel tank and have one go out that way. Just for doing blasted rock. But on that, I'd have to come over here and grab the blasted rock out of the storage facility. And or have another hopper. Yeah, I'm going to have another hopper over there anyway, so I don't know, I'll figure that out. Could be simple, could be hard. Let me get like what, two more okay sized scoops out of here, and that'll be back to the blasted rock there. I was saying I was surprised I hadn't hit it yet. I mean, I figured it'd be close, I just didn't figure it'd be that close. Alright, let's see if we can get this section right here now. Raise it up a little bit, tilt it down. There we go. Not quite a full scoop, but that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted that section. I'm going to lower this down. Drive back into here now. Come on. Come on. Break it loose. Nope, it doesn't want to break that section. Okay. We will just go like this then. And then we'll take one scoop going into that angle. And I think that should be good. If not, it'll be real close. Come on, let's go. Drive it up the hill. Alright, that looks pretty straight. Tilt her down. Dump it like a Tonka truck. Alright, so over here, let's get this scoop out of this corner here. I did break up a little of that solid rock, as you see. Not a lot of it though, that's fine. Keep working our way up. I'm going to do one more scoop high, and then we're going to check to see what we've gotten accomplished today. I know we should have some diamonds and rubies that are washed up. We'll probably have more to put in there since we did run some pay dirt. Gonna have a bunch of blasted rock to figure out what to do with. I do think the best idea is to probably put another plant coming off the right side by the fuel tank though. Alright, so that's a full scoop. Let's keep this thing angled up, bring it down just a little bit so it's not too off-center, top heavy. Pokey, 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 let's go. We got like 4,000 power. Should be just flying up that hill. Empty or full? I guess we are moving 68 yards of material though, so there is that. So I didn't ever plan on putting bricks over on this section over here, so that's why that just has one little slope down, and then that's call it good. We can always come back through later on and make a side off to this or something. It'd be a little difficult the way the ramping is down, but I think I could figure it out. So let's see, this is still consuming. We got one blasted rock to toss in there. That'll be done here in a minute. But yeah, so we have blasted rock now. That's nice. As you see, we're keeping it fairly level down here. We'll get the rest of this little bit of gold and iron and stuff out of here too, because it's going to be coming down more of an angle. I might get a couple more scoops from over here to clean this up too. And then I'm thinking that if we put down a hopper like right here, oh, jumped way too far, like right here, and had it going off this way, we could have instantly into a jaw crusher, and then a cone crusher, then a froth, probably a splitter actually, and then into a froth floater, and into storage just for making cement. I think that's probably the best thing we can do. Of course, we'll have to scrape this off with the dozer or with the loader, and then put in some blocks and stuff for a platform. But we can buy plenty of blocks. We're gonna have money, no problem. These, they're still working. They're really not moving that fast, so. But we're getting some materials here, so we can actually start building parts if we need to. Like in here, if we need to build a battery. I still have to get plastics though. That's what I'm. Yeah, probably next episode we're gonna do some crafting spots. I'm gonna do like stairs coming down here, and then head down over here, and maybe around this backside here we'll have some smelters and whatever else we can think of. Let's see, we'd need workbenches. I have one of these somewhere right down here, and that's just used for making steel and mesh. But we could put in some of these here, and some of these here, and some of these here for making concrete and plastics and rubber. Yeah, I think I will smooth this off and make a platform to build over here, and then build a platform down here off camera, and then we can put all that stuff together. So let's see, that's still running. Okay, let's check these first then. We have 347 diamonds. This one's probably going to be about the same, yep. And this one, 347 rubies. Same thing. Oh, 348 now. 348. 347. So right now we have 694 diamonds and 1,390 rubies. It's not bad. This thing looks like it's done running, so we're going to grab the blaster rock. I'm going to leave there. The steel I'm going to keep for building purposes, so let's go take this and put all this steel in here, and aluminum and silicone and so on and so forth. But look how much steel we have. Look at that, look at that. We have a partial. No, those are full. Where's the partial? There it is. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, we could probably sell some of that, but for right now I'm not going to sell any of it. The diamonds and rubies, those are going to run through the things. We're going to sell this, and the blaster rocks are going to go make gravel later on, so we're going to keep on to those 3 things for right now. So let's see what we got here for selling purposes. So with the rubies and diamonds, we got 128,000, 267,000, and then for 3,447 gold, we got 506,000, putting us at 1,447,000. Not bad for, you know, half an hour. Well, these have been running, trying to keep up, but half an hour's worth of digging, we got 500,000 from the gold. Not bad, not bad. And like I said, now that we're into solid rock, I'm thinking the best thing to do would be, if we get into just solid rock, I'm going to have a hopper up here where I can dump into, and we'll just have it go off into by itself. But if we're running pay dirt and stuff with it too, I will run it through this one here, and then have it, all the blaster rock end up in there. We'll pick it up and dump it into that hopper. I think it's probably the best thing we could do. So that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Hope to see you in the next one. If you have any comments or suggestions or ideas on what you want to see in this series, let me know in the comments down below. If you liked it, click that like button. It really helps out the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care for now. Have a good day.